up first, and now they're left with 3 gymnasts, and all 3 have got to count on each apparatus. 4 in, normally, if you have a routine, the other 3 can pick up the pieces. But with 3 in, it's sudden death if anything goes wrong.
And the Wales boys, with Grant Gardiner, Matthew Hennessey, Robert Hunter, Clinton Purnell and Alexander Rothe. And that headgear equipment probably needs a little explaining, Mitch.
Well, yeah, it's if he brushes his ear with his arm, he gets an instant swelling, and also he gets disorientated. And if you lose your balance in gymnastics, it's the end of the day. So basically, he had to seek FIG approval for that, but it works for him.
And getting ready for the high bar. I wonder which of the groups might have the most nerves as they approach their apparatus. And then the boys enjoy the high bar.
Yeah, I think that's the blue ribbon event. As you said in the intro, it's got thrills, it's got spills, and it's the one they all like to stay in contact with, except, of course, when you let it go, release it, and recatch it. Say a little prayer in flight. But, yeah, it's a thrilling piece of apparatus.
Robert Honiball in the middle there. He's quite a story. And there isn't an athlete without a story, really, and for some of them representing singly or perhaps with just one teammate, you know, they're nations whose gymnastics program is perhaps just developing, and this is such a terrific opportunity. They may not get to compete at World Cups or World Championships, but here they get to test themselves in very good company. So Ryan McKee and William Albert from Trinidad Tobago. And David Chan. What are they looking to achieve in these warm-up moments, Mitch?
Just to get a little touch, a little feel of the apparatus and make sure that the grip is right. They use the mixture of sticky substance and chalk.
It's a reminder of how they will start today. Isle of Man on floor, Wales on rings, the vault for Cyprus, mixed group 1, P-bars, and high bar for mixed group 2. Of course, they've had podium training, so they've been able to make themselves familiar with these particular apparatus. Not that they should change much from venue to venue, but perhaps they do, Mitch.
I know, you still need to get a feel for them. They are identical, but the podium for a start is a different field, so that podium training is crucial. And
lighting also.
Yep, absolutely. They need to set up the competition exactly as it'll go and then go round. It's like a full rehearsal, and it's so important in their preparation.
With all the swinging and tumbling elements that we see on the various apparatus, they need to make themselves familiar with how it's going to look. And the lighting, I can imagine, is crucial for these athletes. The margin for error is so small.
Okay, so it's okay. All right.
The height of the vault, crucial. Remember the argument they had in Sydney? Oh, goodness.
Sydney, now where is that? That's Australia, that's your country, isn't it? They had a few problems there, didn't they?
They did with the vault. If we had half an hour, we could go into that one. We don't need to do that here.
Of course, the vault's undergone lots of changes. It's now known as a table or a platform, not the horse that you and I may have vaulted over as kids.
You more often than me.
But yeah, but it's a sprung area, and it really does, if you hit it right, it sends you rocketing upwards.
Got over 20 metres to generate some pace. Getting close.
There's Robert Hunter there standing by.
So as they move through the apparatus, Mitch, what would be a favourite to start on? What's the softest draw?
The softest draw is starting on floor. The toughest is starting on rings, because you finish in what used to be the graveyard of men's apparatus work, which is pommel horse. So it's a tough apparatus to finish in. But so prime order, Olympic order, floor first, royal order.
And it'll be Isle of Man who does start on floor, cross on high bar. Two Sri Lankans, Honiball and Carson from Namibia and Northern Ireland. So we're close to a start. Here we are on rings with Robert Hunter.
Good all-round gymnast. Back up rise to plunge. Has to include a swing to strength like that, and this will set up the lift. Needs to get those rings turned out. Got to get the wrinkles out of the body shape. Sets up the long swing. Just a little hesitation, a few nerves there. First up, though, he has to set the standard, not necessarily the strongest. Nice double combination, first pike, second tucked, and a full twisting front somersault, this man. So, good safe start with a few wobbles. You'd expect it first up.
It's in the army. There's Robert. And
double tuck. And there's full twisting, straight front dismount. Good safe start.
Yes, he really didn't sort of get set for the dismount. That's out of those swinging elements, straight off the rings, and difficult to stick that landing. But satisfactory start for Robert. He's got a smile.
Yeah, indeed. His aspirations are all round, and it's likely that his score won't count. That's how the team would have worked that out. Best three still to come, and they can waste one score.
And you only have 3 athletes, like the Isle of Man, and the pressure is really on. Across to parallel bars. Chan.
Nice on the start. Quite a difficult skill. Did it well. Oh, and he's short there on the other side. And again, he had a problem with the long swing. Recovered well, though, in the Moy. That's the swing under the bar to catch above it. That's a Healy, but he's taking 3 swings there, and they're very expensive. You need to join a move to every swing. Out onto one bar, just about back in. And he'll be disappointed. This was one of the apparatus he posted up as final aspirations. He's got problems. But double pike over pitched, yep, and that was a nightmare for him.
Well, David Chan, he won't be happy with how that turned out. Visible problems for him. And
there we are. Handstand, most moves start and finish in handstand. The double pike over pitched it. That's 1 whole mark away.
And he knows he's let himself down a little there. Lad from University of Michigan. He's studying aerospace. Spends a bit of time in the air himself.
His landings weren't perfect, though.
That's right. So the scoring for Robert Hunter, that combination of difficulty and execution. Vault, and one of the Krasias brothers, Dimitris.
Explosive approach. Fairly safe, slightly to one side. Did the full twist on the Sukahara approach. Good strong approach run there. The cartwheel round off on, and then makes the full turn in flight. Needs to be in dead line with that platform, and you can see he's slightly to the side. Lovely running technique, good harness on the board, good repulsion upwards, slightly piked in shape and off centre.
Dimitris really lists the high bar and parallel bars as his favoured apparatus. 14.1. Canada looking to defend their team medal from 2006. Won't be easy for them. They'll have plenty of pressure from England and Australia and newcomers like Cyprus. It's good scoring from Krasias, that 14.1, and the individual scores offered so far, that's one of the high ones, but Vault can be the one that they score well on. Michalis Krasias.
Oh, look at the speed. Yeah, nice Vault. Good and clean. We'll have a look from another angle to see if he managed to stay straight in line with the platform, but plenty of attack in the run-up.
Just 16 years of age. Went to the Youth Olympics recently in Singapore.
There we go. Look, plenty of acceleration. Could have done with lifting it a little higher and piked a bit early. Need to keep straight, but good conversion. And the pace to the side, that'll be deductible.
Krasias boys have competed on vault to get Cyprus up and running. Ready almost for the next routine on floor, where we have the Isle of Man competitors.
Double Arabian, but he's overpitched it a couple of paces and a step out of zone, so it'll cost him about 5/10 altogether. 1.5 twist into 4 twist. Plenty of energy. The wide arm or Japanese handstand. A few wobbles. Needs to settle down a bit. Signs of nerves. Whip over into side summy. Just to include that as part of the floor requirements. Quite neat. Half turn in the back somersault to half turn in the front. Simple leg balance. Don't have to include that these days, but it's very useful for taking a breather. Gathers. Oh, and he tries 2.5 twists to finish.
So Alexander Hedges, he was 19th all around in Melbourne. I wonder if he'll make the all-around final out of this competition this afternoon.
Well, he put the routine together very well. Just a few execution errors. Landing was the big problem. This is a double Arabian. Took it around the side a little bit. You can see still spinning sideways. The foot out will cost him a 10th, plus the problem on landing. Plenty of energy in that routine.
Well, he almost over-rotated it, didn't he? He threw it too quickly. Robert Honiball there from Namibia watching on. And back to the rings. Purnell, and that special headband that he got an FIG dispensation to wear. Not the John McEnroe look he's seeking, but to protect some cartilage in his ear that's troublesome for him.
Powerfully built. You can see rings be his favourite apparatus. Lovely circled across. Nice line. You could stick a broom handle along there. Look at that. That's a lovely line in the cross to open. Uprise into Maltese. More swallow. And again. Third cross. That's 3 very good strength hold parts. He's got to inject some swing now, though. His guards. His guards. He lost contact with his right hand, and there's a lot of problems there. He's got 30 seconds officially to get back on, and that's going to cost him 1 whole mark, and I think he can wave bye-bye to a prospect of the final. Look at this. Watch the right hand. Look, lost contact. There's nothing you can do when that happens. You're just in the lap of the gods.
Best thing you can do is land safely, and heart in the mouth stuff, Clinton. And you don't often see big falls like that from the rings. You see guys step off the pommels, have a fall-on vault, miss a catch on the high bar, but that's unexpected.
Very unusual, and such a shame. He was going well, 3 good strength hold parts. Now his decision is, will he pick up the swing here? Yep, this is what he should have done. Double tuck, and then back up. I talk about that lovely line there. This is a good ring worker, and it's such a shame. Circle to handstand, which he has to include both ways. Lost it a bit there. Come on, they'll cheer him on to make the dismount. Well done, half in, half out dismount. Disappointment.
Well, Clinton Purnell, bad luck for the 21-year-old.
There's the swing, which was successful that time. And that line, immediate back up rise, it was good work from him. And there's his double summy with half twist in each of the rotations.
Well, he's managing a smile now. The vault and the rings, his favourite apparatus. And the score earlier for Chan on parallel bars, where he had some difficulties, 10.85. Tell you that the lads from Cyprus humming along nicely on vault. 14.15 for Michalis Krasias, who we saw earlier.
Yeah, they're bound to be winning the first rotation because of the inflated scores on vault. But you still need to stick your vault. You still need to hit them. And fair play to them. It's a good start. And that problem on rings for Wales will damage their team prospects, because Purnell was one of their great strengths on that apparatus.
Athletes moving to their next apparatus. At Hedges, 12.55 on floor.
The big task for them is to pick themselves up, because they would have hoped for a fairly substantial ring score as a team, and they'd rather count the first guy that we saw, Rob Hunter, and they wouldn't have expected to have done that.
On the first rotation, let's have a look at Luke Carson on high bar, Northern Ireland. Tall gymnast out of Huntington Club.
Operation. It's called a Yamawaki. It's a stoop over the top to catch. So there's his first release. He's working in a twisted grasp, which is very important to use. And he hops back now. Forward circle, that's a nice combination. Into Healy. All these moves after the guys that invented them. Here comes a wind up. Oh, and he's jumped the triple. Well done indeed. Just a couple of paces back. Lovely to see that. Lovely to see that.
Oh, crowd loves this apparatus, and he looks pretty happy too. There's Carson. The standings, early stages of team competition, Cyprus, Wales and Isle of Man. Michalis Krasias as we start the second rotation on parallel bars.
Nice quiet start. Left to handstand. Handstand very important on P-bars. You start in it and you finish in it, hopefully. Very clean. Healy, tough skill. Negotiated it well. Good and solid in handstand. Double pike. Oh, and he's overpitched it as well. Tough skill. A long way round a double pike, and you've got to marry the lift with the rotation. Good in handstand. There's the double pike look, and that's another hallmark for the judges to deduct.
He's very powerful and capable for a 16-year-old. Error on landing there, though.
Lovely clean lines on the apparatus. Not that difficult. And if you'd have stuck that dismount, you've got a nice tidy little score there to kick them off. But that's a pity. One hallmark off will make a lot of difference.
Hopefully the team may not have to count that routine. Now, the Hennesey. Hennesey on vault for Wales. Matthew.
Plenty of speed. And that was a lovely ball. Full twist. And the straight somersault from Sugihara. A good solid start for the Welsh team. Very strong on the approach. Stretched. Not too much pike coming in. And bang in line with the platform. Very good work. Converts it well, lost his legs a tiny bit, but soon tidied it up. That's good work from him.
And 14.55 at Hennesey.
Big execution mark for him. Very, very tidy in the nines.
And just the two competitors on high bar in this rotation. William Albert from Trinidad and Tobago. Just 19. Could get a little lonely out there as the sole competitor from TNT. Trinidad and Tobago bringing a very good netball team to these Commonwealth Games. Perhaps more famous for their cricketers in the Caribbean than their gymnasts, but let's see what William can offer us here.
This is the exciting thing. We don't really know what he's got to offer us, and this is the great thing about the Commonwealth Games. You can get surprises. Let's see how he goes. Nice clean start. Half turn over the bar. This will be a release. He's making up his mind. There's the shape he needs. There's the release. Catches it well. Healy turn. That's a full turn. He's in the twisted grasp now, which is very difficult to swing in. Straddle in and out forwards. Called an endo after the Japanese man that did it first. He wind up, double tuck. Well, it was clean, it wasn't difficult, but that was good work, and he's delighted.
Very tidy finish.
Yeah.
From William Albert.
Took no real chances on the upper edge, but this is nice. He's in the twister grasp. He did a straddle forwards, in and back out to handstand, winding up here. There's his double tuck. Well done indeed.
William had a 12.8 on P-bars, so he's made a fairly solid start, given himself a chance of looking at an all-around position, perhaps. And he looks content with how things are going.
It'll be the difficulty mark there. He went through well, but it'll be the difficulty mark. The D score, that's, has he met all the requirements? How difficult was it?
Saw a problem or two for Krasias on P-bars and a score of 12 even for him. Now across to Clinton Purnell, who had fall from rings. Wishing better luck here in the vault.
Lovely approach. Oh, and a good vault. He just stepped to the side. It was a more difficult vault. It's that marrying risk with execution. You've got to make the decision. Plenty of approach. Tries to take it round twice and then spins to the side, off to the side. So it's a more difficult vault, but he'll be punished. Here we go. Sugihara with double twist.
That risk and reward, and not biting off more than you can chew, but you've got to keep it in line.
Doing a team job.
.4. Preparation going on. P-bars for the Cyprus team.
Crucial, absolutely crucial these days when you go swinging all the way around the bar, that they are prepared, because we don't want a situation that happened on rings where you ping off at the bottom of the swing. So they must prepare those bars. Just the right amount of tackiness to keep grip, and not too much so you can't let them go. Yeah.
Honiball on floor.
Oh, really accelerated through the backflip and a full twisting double back somersault. 2 somersaults, twist in the first. Very nicely done. Now, this is a very promising floor routine. Plenty of attack. 1.5 twists with a handspring front somersault. Oh, and a little bit of pommels, look. Hopping round in those Russian circles and nestling nicely into split. Lost his body shape there, and did he hold that handstand for 2 clear seconds? Don't think so. He has to include that type of element, side or half turn in a somersault, and he too favours the single leg balance for a breather. He's gone well. What about this final tumble? Double tuck. Well, he attacked that one.
Good finish from Robert Honiball. Lives in South Africa, representing Namibia. And he participated in Melbourne 4 years ago. 17th in the all-around. Some experience behind him.
Circles. Borrowed from the pommel horse. Those are Russian swings with the body straight into split. Expect to see a lot of those, the Japanese handstand, and this is where he loses the shape and didn't hold the balance.
So a decent effort from Robert. By a medical engineer, Stellenbosch. staying floor for Lucas Parsons. Lucas Carson, I should say. Lucas Parsons is a golfer. It's funny how your mind makes those slips. Gives me away as a chronic golfer, Mitch. Yeah. Lucas Carson. Apologies. These are anxious moments for the gymnast as they await to get the signal from the judges. He's got it now.
2.5 twist backwards and a half twist forwards. Good clean start. 1.5 twist, full twist tucked. He's really going for it. Rebound connections are good. Nice quiet little Arabian front somersault. Tell you what, this gymnast is impressive. He's had a very good start to the competition. Controls the Japanese handstand. One and three rollout from the front somersault. Need to spot that one. Got his hand under well. I think I'll take a breather. It's going well so far. Well, shrug the shoulders. This is big. This is important. Double front run and he punches the air. It was a good routine.
Luke Carson happy with that. At the Northern European Championships, he got a bronze medal last year.
Yeah, some nice work here. He favours the looks 2.5 twist, nicely spotted. Half twist in the front. Good work, difficult work. Plenty of aggression and the double front to finish. Just a little slide forward. I love that punch.
Well done. He's trying to convince the judges how good it was. That's part of the body language employed. Get the best mark you can, however you can. William Albert, 11.6 on the high bar. Just not the difficulty perhaps in there to elevate that mark. Good camaraderie between the athletes. One of the things we love about gymnastics. Honiball earlier on floor, 12.25. He gets set for his next apparatus.
It's early doors, but the judging's very, very good. It's spot on. They're penalising the difficult work not done so well. Good judging.
Dimitris Krasias now on parallel bars.
The side needs to keep his ankles extended coming through. Hooked his toes a little bit. Nice flying back roll to handstand. Long swing into uprise to straight aft. It's called a moi. That's called a Healy. Full turn forwards. Double pike. Well, there we are. That was a good, solid routine.
Dimitris, a couple of years older than his brother Michalis, 18 and 16.
Finding that handstand's crucial. Just look to see move, start and finish in handstand, and the double pike went well.
So their work is done. Cyprus on P-bars. Was the Krasias and Aristotelous brothers holding up their end of the bargain there. They had a good first apparatus on vault, but I think the Wales have probably made some inroads as they moved to that apparatus in the second rotation. To be getting through the session fairly efficiently.
Yeah, it's very important for the gymnasts as well. There's a rhythm to the change. They can get into it. There are no delays. It's a good start, and I have to say the standard is good. There have been no real problems. A few problems on dismounts, but the quality of work, impressive.
Look out at the second rotation of Grant Gardiner, Wales on vault.
Very powerful. Good approach. Already good and high in the double twist. Tiny pace back, and if you square onto that horse, that's going to be a big score for him. Let's have a look. If he gets it in line, there's the round off. Here's the double twist. And he's plumb centre. Just a pace back behind him, but that'll be a good score.
And a 15.1 indeed for Grant Gardiner of Wales. Two of the 6 rotations done, and Wales have taken the lead from Cyprus. And almost 2 points, and Isle of Man in 3rd position.
Interesting to see how Wales came back from that bad start on rings, but vault is the leveller. Once teams have done vault, you can get a rough idea of what needs to be done, and Wales have really made a stride forward there. Recovered well from the problems on rings.
Robert Hunter looks ready as we get the 3rd rotation of 6 underway.
Stoop in start, just creeps his toes through. Got to make that handstand because it needs to be secure. Onto somersault, little dip. In the half lever position. Right, solid handstand. Good swinging half turn to handstand. Nice Diamidov, a little bit awry. And again that dip. Lift to handstand. This is going well for a first man up. Double tuck. Oh, he under rotated.
Well, the gymnasts have had some trouble with the dismount off the P-bars here in the first session of the men's.
Some nice little touches in this routine. But here, under pitch, he got his feet down first, so May get away with 5 to 8, 5/10 maybe.
He's the senior man in the Welsh team at 24. From Scotland, their sole competitor, Ryan McKee on floor.
Zooms across the floor, double pike Arabian start. Shame he put his foot out there. That was lovely work. He accelerates so well. 2.5 twist, front somersault half turn. Plenty of zip. 1 and 3. This is good work from him. 1 and 3/4 somersaults. Got his hand under beautifully. No nonsense about this young man. Whip over into double twist. And guess what? A Japanese handstand. Very nicely done. And he's going to put in a high mana. Kick it out. Oh, a little bit of nonsense there to kill some time. And here we go. Oh, look at the acceleration. Double tuck Arabian to finish. That was a very nice floor exercise.
Bit of a story with his coach too, so Marius German. Gymnastics followers will know of him.
Yeah, he's been there, a Romanian star. Look at this opener, double pike. And what a pity to put the foot out, but I think we're going to see him again. That was great. So much power through the flick. There's the whip over. Double twist.
So well done to Ryan McKee, and that 13.5, that looks the top mark on floor so far. Boys from Cyprus on high bar. Krasias brothers and the Aristotelous brothers carrying the weight at the moment. Still no sign of Irodotos Georgallas. We will see him on rings. So the brothers have it. It's extraordinary to see 2 pairs of brothers comprising the team at the moment. So the parents said, look, you can do one sport, you two. We're not carrying you around all over the place.
Yeah, one bus, one car ride, one taxi ride. Yeah.
Any of us are parents of children who play sport. You know you can get dragged from pillar to post. That's all in a good cause. Slight delay here while the judges get set. So too does Michalis.
I don't want to put the commentator's curse on him, but he looks like the sort of body, long, lean, very well prepared, that might look good on high bar. You see by the actions what's coming up. There's a catch F, back straddle over the bar, lost his shape, but he's keeping the swing. That's the thing. Nice little hop in the full twist. Got his release out of the way. Now he's keeping close to the bar, now further away from it. Good variety. There's the twister grass that he must include. Hop back out now. He's comfortable, inching along the bar to get central to it. Big wind up and a double straight. We'll give him a double straight, but I think it was double pike. Double straight dismount.
Oh, well done. And the crowd only had eyes for Krasias during that exciting routine on high bar. Just 16. What a future. And comes in with the rings, really, is the one they're flagging as his chance for.
A lovely shape. Nice line. On the arm, we can see he's building up. Yeah, straight in the first, pike in the second.
Some of each. And earlier, score for Robert Hunter of 11.75.
Not happy. He's given up a lot to be here, hasn't he?
So, sticking with Wales on P-bars. And Matt Hennesey.
Nice the Amadov. Good flying back combination. Lovely clean lines, and that's good. He cut and he held that half lever beautifully. So, straddle lift handstand. Double pike. Oh yes, nice routine from Matt Hennesey.
Good to see someone keep their feet on the dismount. And, he and Hunter operating out of Newcastle.
5%.
Yeah, both lads are from North Wales. That's where they started their careers. But this good clean control in the handstand, setting it up nicely. There's your double pike, and forgive him that little pace.
Will the judges? Alex Hedges from the Isle of Man.
Indicate. Starting to cross. Yes, he held it. Circle up. Very good ring discipline, turning them out, bringing them in, and gets them. Didn't get those little fingers together, so that's the result. Can't control the swing to handstand. Very quick routine. Made a dismount, but just a few problems on ring discipline.
Did he have enough in it?
Okay, very positive.
It was very quick. It's the long swing, and there's the dismount. Now I think he would have been short on contact there.
Very happy.
Take it.
Yeah. Cambridge University graduate.
Take it. Everybody on feet. Marvellous. I'm happy.
Smart boy. And to the pommels. Luke Carson. Tall, powerful man. Those long lines don't hurt you on an apparatus such as the pommels, where the judges are looking at those legs, providing you can lock those ankles together when they need to be.
That's right, it's the longer legs that look more impressive. I know all about that, of course. Being 5'4" on a good day. But no, he's had a good competition so far, Carson.
Very technical and demanding apparatus. Let's see how he goes.
It's the nemesis for so many gymnasts, but that's a nice circle to start. Look nice and clean. Travelling the horse. Backwards and forwards. Magyar up. Zivado back. And here he's going to go around 3 times. That's good. Triple Russian. So he's well, but it's snatched in the scissor or the shear, and not a lot on one handle. They need to be working on one handle to get the real difficulty, but he loves this. Triple Russian again, look, and he'll hop off at that. Well done. Now he's gone through 3 operated, and he's gone through well. Good on him.
Not a complicated dismount, but no big mistakes.
Absolutely no big mistakes, and that's what it's all about in an all-round competition. Travelling out here, and you watch how he goes round a stretch body 3 times, and he hops off. Well done indeed, Mr. Carson.
And the high bar. And one of the Aristotelous brothers. And this is Constantinos. He's 27 from Nicosia. He's a dentist. We know who to go to, Mitch, if we've got a problem.
Yeah.
As long as we're nice about him. Constantinos Aristotelous.
Mixed grasp, but that's usually a sign they're going to half turn at the start. So once he's laid up, there's the. Oh, he did a full turn from it. Well done. Oh, he hopped that well then. That was a good combination. Full twist into a Yamawaki. No wonder they're cheering. Oh, a still catcher. He's going for it. Nice little hop full twist over the top. This is difficult work, and he's done it very well. Squat dislow, that's called. Stoop the feet between the hands. And you see the body shape change. There it goes. Oh, well done. Full twist in the double straight. Well done. You can punch the air, young man. That was good stuff.
Constantinos Aristotelous sending a warning to the field in the high bar that you better look out for him.
Yeah, it was very, very difficult work, and he did it well. Look at the wind up here. Full twist in the double straight. Piked a bit early, but that's good work. Well done.
He was the last competitor up on high bar, so the athletes are starting to move on, but that will really help Cyprus's cause. Hennesey earlier, 13.45 on P-bars. Purnell putting the headband back on for his next rotation. And this was Dimitris Krasias.
Cyprus looking pretty good on high bar, so it'll be a very interesting situation team-wise after this. Half turn, release will be coming up, and I think it's going to be a Kovac. It is, and he's on. That's good work. Somersault over the bar, 1.5 turns there. He's in twist to grasp. Squat dislow, half turn out. The guys from Cyprus putting a lot in on high bar. Straddle forward into a Healy turn, full turn, nice combination. All in the twisted grasp. All difficult stuff. He's going to hop out soon. There it is. There's the hop out with half turn. Straddle in and out backwards. Big wind up, body shape change. Full twist in the double straight, and really, they've got a bit of depth on this apparatus.
Indeed, Dimitris Krasias and a 13.9. Cyprus doing well on high bar. Michalis Krasias, 13.05 on high bar. And Cyprus have come to play. Hedges, 12.45 on rings. So Cyprus back in front, and quite close it is to just a 1/10 of a mark. Separating Cyprus and Wales, and then the Isle of Man, a slightly distant third after 3 rotations. Halfway through the competition now as we start the 4th rotation. And from Singapore, Gabriel Gan. And if training's anything to go by, we should expect a neat routine here from these boys.
Yeah, they can both swing pommel horse. Good technique. And they do a bit on the one handle, which we haven't seen a lot of yet. But you'll see when they get there. A little bit quick in the scissor. He's picked up well. And there we go, one handle. Look, 2 circles, and then a nice little Russian to travel down. Now he travels up. Magyar, Zivado, both those guys Hungarian, back in the 70s, put those moves together. Well, he's swinging well. Put a pirouette in, travel the horse, well done. That was a business-like job.
Gabriel Gan, 24 years of age, and went to university in Perth, Western Australia.
Nice swing, good, confident hand placement. He's got his hands on a straight line, which is very important. They don't zigzag the hand placement. That's very disciplined work. Handstand with a travel and a pirouette. Well done indeed.
Just stay with the pommels because his teammate Jonathan Chan, he's up next, and also an expert on this apparatus.
Yeah, it's interesting what those two guys training. They're helping each other, and they're both very accomplished on this apparatus. But this young man, if he hits, he's a prospect. He's a medal prospect if he hits. He's got some very difficult work. Watch him on the one handle, because he goes for top difficulty.
Just as the judges are doing their work, will you just be visualizing at this point?
Yeah, they will. They'll be expecting. He will be rehearsing the big moves. It's but he's laid back. Look, I can do this. He's ideally built for the apparatus. Slender body, but good broad shoulders for support.
Very demanding on shoulders and wrists.
Oh yeah. It's all about keeping the swing going and setting those shoulders so that you can be quick with your hands, good long body line, quick hands, and keep the shape. As soon as you break the shape in the middle, now he's rehearsing it.
It's interesting to even watch that, isn't it? You feel his tension and his moment coming.
But
he doesn't want this delay to be much longer, though.
No, I think he's just gone through his routine, and while it's still fresh, he wants to get onto the gear and get on with it. But it's all part of it. You know, you need a strategy for this. You need a coping strategy. If you do get held up, can you cope? He's happy. He's been through. Thumbs up.
And do we have a judging delay here? Gabriel Gan.
Yeah.
There's possibly one of our first judging moments.
They have to get it right, and they're finding that situation where what is the D score? That's what did he put in it? What are the 2 marks we're going to give him? The E score's no problem. The E score's about taking marks off for execution. It's the other one they'll be debating. But this is very unfortunate.
Here's one of the top guys on pommels, and he's been put through a difficult delay here.
This is unfortunate. And oh look, it's on record. Oh, he's clapping.
Come on, John.
And a 14.45 for Gabriel Gan.
That's a class mark.
And a word of encouragement for his teammate Jonathan Chan. Finally, he's away.
Now I really hope he brings his training hall form into this. It'll hop out in sheer. Travelling backwards. Oh, this is good. That's called a Rudie. It travels the horse in rush, and that's very good work. Full spindle. Keeping the swing high. Oh, he exploded a bit there, and he meant to stay on the hand. Now he went back on it. Thinking so quick. But look at the line. Look at the swing. He's going to triple Russian and hop off. Well done. That was good work, and he almost came away. The judges might not know unless they watch training, but he thought very quickly.
You've got so little time to do it too.
There's the spindle. That went well. And he meant to get on the one handle here, which he did well. That's good.
Well done, Jonathan Chan, after that difficult wait.
Yeah.
And he recovered, rescued it.
They know. They know.
Don't tell the judges.
No.
Across to high bar, where Wales are performing in this fourth rotation. Purnell doesn't need to wear the headband for all the apparatus, Mitch.
No, it's where he's extended, where his arms are above his head, when he can brush the ears. That's the problem. I've watched him since he was about 7 years old in Wales, and as a young man he was always focused, very determined, excellent team man. You saw how he recovered from his problems on rings. He's just the man to have out there when there's a bit of pressure on.
Purnell's ready.
That's his club coach, Pete Haysham. Put him on the bar. Now then, come on, Clinton. You deserve a break here. Yamamaki was a little bit low, but he'd gone through it without a break in the swing. Hop full turn. Those are the twisted, rotated grass swings that he needs to do. Good turn. Nice in the forward clear circle. Another one. Hopping. This is not the most difficult, but if he sticks the landing, it's a good start for Wales, and it was a beautiful landing. Full twist in the double straight.
I think everyone will be happy for him here after his mini disaster on rings to get the routines back and happening.
Yeah, he's doing a team job out there. He was really hoping to do well on rings, but this was a good high bar. Watch the dismount. Bang. Thank you very much.
Across to the vault. Alex Hedges.
Springy line approach, full twist in the super, a little bit deep on the landing, and that'll be a deduction. Clean and no nonsense. Good aggression shown. Good plant. There we are. And that's a deep landing. Didn't quite get the punch off the top of the horse. Good technique in the run. Nice shape in the twist. Slightly deep on the landing.
So for Hedges, a 13-7 on vault. Man from the Isle of Man. Across to floor. Cyprus and Wales having a great battle in the team competition.
Double twist in the straight front somersault into rebound half turn in the front. So a good clean start. Now he's going back to whip over, 2.5 twists. Tell you what, this Cyprus team, they're not here for the free coffee. They're really working well. Very impressive. 1 3/4, 1.5 twists. You've really millimeters to spare to get your head under. Go on, Steve, what's that?
Japanese handstand.
That's
Constantinos Aristotelous. He's got all the ones on his back and he finishes number one.
like this. This is good work. Nice straight front, 1.5 twists. And then 10 seconds-ish to get this dismount in. Well done indeed. Good, clean work. Plenty of aggression here.
Constantinos Aristotelous putting together a good competition here in the first subdivision of the men's artistic gymnastics. It's a wonderful stadium.
Lots to be excited about here. Delayed the push in the handspring so he could take the double twist in the front somersault straight, and there's the half twist out. Very elegant in his links as well. Circle, good stretch body, nothing touching, nothing scraping. And then into the Steve Robillard special move.
This is his third Commonwealth game, so he brings a lot of experience and poise to the competition. 27. And that mark for Chan, 14.15. They're happy, Khan and Chan. Very approachable, lovely boys from Singapore.
Oh, they are. And can I just compliment the judges there, because they deducted his difficulty. They weren't fooled by his quick thinking, so the judges are on the ball.
13.15 for Clinton Purnell from Wales on high bar. Great competition going here on an individual and team level. And Luke Carson getting set for his routine on rings. One of the taller men in the field, I would say, and powerful. This will draw on all his strength.
Yeah, the longer the lever, the tougher the challenge on rings. They've normally got huge shoulders and chicken legs. That's the secret.
Yuri Keki was the lord of the rings for a while there, wasn't he? The great Italian. Perfect build. He had muscles on his muscles.
Italian tradition, Roman rings. And he was great. But I like this gymnast. He's had a good competition so far. Very well prepared. Working within himself, not taking big risks.
But Carson hoped to continue to do well enough to force his way into all-around or apparatus final or two. And Constantinos Aristotelous on floor of 14.15. Penalty there of 0.1. Carson.
That's called inverted hang. That's a good set position to start your swing or your upstart. And there it is, an upstart or kicked across and squeezes out to half lever. There's a Dolchev, you don't see a lot of those. It's over 30 years old now, that move, but still impressive to see it. And that's a nice cross. Turn the rings out, young man. Good stable base, otherwise you're going to get problems when you hit handstand. Need to lock it out. And again, don't bend your arms. You did well there. Double tuck with twist.
Luke Carson, a couple of stability problems in there for him late in the routine, which...
Yeah, it's about where you turn the rings. He's got to try and get those little fingers in towards each other. That's nice, the old Dolchev. Very impressive looking move. Full twist in the double tuck.
So he's finished with the rings and probably glad it is. It's tough. At Grant Gardiner now of Wales and high bar.
Nice change of body shape. That means he's going to pop across the top of the bar for his first release. And nice swinging technique, straddling him out to handstand. Another one, this time with a half turn into that twisted grasp. Very clean so far, keeping the swing, including moves close to, away from the bar. Very little given away here. Is he going to stick this dismount? Double twisting, double straight, so it's a harder move. A couple of paces forward. Yeah, you can see how the change of shape affects the skill he does. And half turn there. And watch how he takes the feet down strongly to make the dismount. There they go. Double twist in the double straight. Just a pace. Good work from him.
So Gardiner gets the congratulations and a 12.95 on high bar for the Welshman. And for Carson on rings a 13.4.
Thank you. Thanks, man.
All rotations now complete, so 2/3 of the way through the competition for the first subdivision. And it's Cyprus narrowly just over a point clear of Wales, and then it's the Isle of Man. So Cyprus and Wales still going stride for stride. So it's all going well down there. Here's the fifth rotation, and our first man on pommels for Cyprus, Dimitris Krasias.
Big apparatus, this. It'll test all the teams, and he's made a nice, solid start. Oh, that was very ambitious. I was going to say, if that comes off, that's called a Tong Fei after the Chinese great gymnast in the 80s. It's a long way across that horse, and it's very difficult to keep the swing, as you can see.
Well, it's a great shame he's sitting fifth at the moment all around. Get back on the horse.
That's what you do. Right, now he's travelled forward, did that well, now backwards, so that's two quite difficult skills. and made his dismount. So he'll rue that. That's tough. But one whole mark off, plus the difficulty he would have got, because it was a big skill he tried. And there you can see he's travelling back along the horse. Called a Zivado travel. Does a pirouette after the straddle and looks back at the horse and say, how dare you make me fall off.
That's right. And a great shame for him in the all-around standings to have that mishap. Purnell without the headband. So Cyprus and Wales, who will it be? Finish top of the heap after this first subdivision.
Psychologically, floor against pommels, you'd rather be on floor. So it could be very interesting here.
Purnell approaches the corner from where he wishes to start. Reach the judges, and away we go.
Oh, just a touchdown from the full twist in the double tuck. Cost him 5/10. There's plenty to come. Straight somersault, full twist, straight somersault, so he's recovered well. 1 and 3. Wide arm handstand. Let's give it a change of title. Needs to make the vertical line. He does eventually. That's very unusual to see a full twist in the side somersault. It's French gymnast Barbieri did it first. And this is some good work here. He just touched down on that opening tumble. Now, come on. 2.5 twists to finish, and he was still turning when he hit the deck. Very, very determined. Good gymnast. Plenty of guts.
Used the full extremity of the floor, didn't he? Various angles set up for his tumbling passes, and it was good work.
Yeah, he did. He made full advantage. And a lot of gymnasts, they don't always use the full floor. This is the mistake at the start. A little tap down, that's going to be 5/10. Look at the aggression, though. Straight front, full twist in the straight front. It's nice work.
You see him breathing hard, get some idea of how demanding it is.
Yeah, that's
straight into the post-analysis.
Oh, yeah. Should have done this, didn't do that.
Speculating about what score he might get. And a 13-1 for Clinton Purnell.
Come on, Grant.
Cross on vault. We have the Sri Lankans.
Oh, he did well. Very, very basic vault, but he did it extremely well, nice and clean. If you look at it, it's a Sukahara. There's the cartwheel on, or the round off on, and he does a pike somersault off. Nice disciplined approach, but because of the very low difficulty, don't expect a high score. He did it cleanly.
Nadika. He wasn't initially down as being in this rotation, but there he is with 13.05. Back to this contest between Cyprus and Wales. And the devilishly difficult pommels. Michalis Krasias, youngest in the team, probably has no fear of it, Mitch.
No, I mean, he's a very good young man on all around by the look of him. 16.
And an 11.9, that's hurt Krasias. Down a little.
They'll be hoping not to count that one. Very interesting situation here. If Wales don't make up the deficit, they've got the dreaded pommels to come next. So this is their chance to make up the deficit.
An 11.9 on pommels. You stack that up against the two lads from Singapore, Chan and Gan, 14.15 and 14.45. So a delay there on pommels. So we'll come back to the floor. Matt Hennesey looking to continue the challenge to Cyprus.
That was a very young man. He was good on floor, and that's a good start. Full twist in the double tuck. As a youngster in Wrexham, this was one of his favourite apparatus, and he's going well. Double tuck in the Arabian. Long pace forward, but all the same, this is just what the doctor ordered as far as the Welsh team effort's concerned. Very light, very quick on his link there, his Russian circles. Now he needs precision. Nice pike side somersault. This could, if he makes the dismount, he's all right there. Straight and straight, but it's the dismount. Full twist in the straight somersault. There's the dismount that really counts. Here he is, final tumble. Put that extra half twist, and it's difficult. You're unsighted on that last half twist. Difficult move to finish with.
His coaches giving him warm applause, having to convince the judges that it was well done, but they'll keep their own counsel.
And I've been very impressed with the judging. It was an impressive start. Full twist in the double tuck somersault. Tiny pace back. He can work floor in young Hennesey. Straight full.
The boys from Wales are watching the scores come in for themselves and for Cyprus. As we go back to pommels and Michalis Krasias.
Very, very low, heavily deductible, that scissor move. But he's good when he's double circling, when his legs are together. Not living on one handle yet, just getting the travels up and the travels back. Will he risk living on one handle? No. Oh, and he lost that. Now, he didn't make that. Again, he looked back at the horse. How dare you? Yes. But it's too late. And there's the circle. And that was an aborted mission.
Yes, the leg form was all over the place through that dismount. So how much of that did he get away with, and how much will be deducted?
Well, he started with, it wasn't the most difficult routine. He had to go through cleanly. There was nothing on the one handle, and that dismount was not the happiest of outings.
Brian McKee, Scotland, on rings.
That's an indicate from the inverted hang, nice and sharp in the upstart. The rings turned out very well disciplined. Could have held it just a little bit longer, that cross. Inlocate, double pike, double tuck, and that's the half lever position. But look at those rings, he's got to turn them out. That's it. Again, a little problem on the shape to handstand. And was that going to be a triple?
Right.
It was a double tuck. It looked as if he was going to risk it.
And 11.95 for Ryan McKee. You could hear the effort he was making.
Yeah, well, he aborted that one. It was another somersault there. The judge is looking bemused. The coach, I beg his pardon, looking bemused.
Back to Pommels and Aristotelous. This is Panagiotis Aristotelous.
Starting off with his scissor, put a travel on it. Oh, and his circle is piked, so he'll be lucky to stay contact, but it's Murphy's Law that he will stay on, I think, but he's going to be lucky. Circling up the horse. Now he's back. He's keeping the swing, but it's very expensive style-wise, and that will be heavily deducted. Must do that dismount smoothly, so he might not get the value.
There were problems there for him, unfortunately. Panagiotis Aristotelous, you could see his legs bent and separating.
Well, here you can see there's a dismount. Big delay there. They won't give it if it didn't get the handstand smoothly. They all look back at that horse as if to set fire to it, don't they?
That's right. It's the horse's fault, not theirs.
But there we are. Yeah, you can see there the extension needs to be extended all the way through the body. It's slightly piked at the hip. And it had not a lot of room on that handle, is there? And that's why a lot of them stay off it for the multiple skills which build the difficulty.
Just one rotation left. They've been getting through the work very well indeed. So credit to the judges and the athletes and the floor crew here.
Big moment for Wales. Tough apparatus.
Hennesey 13.65 on floor.
No teams working on floor on this rotation. Just wait that round to come to our Commonwealth before we update you with the team results with just one more round to go.
You know, it's tough to go around 6 apparatus. Psych up, relax, get through the disappointments if there are any. Keep yourself low, level if it's going really well. It's a tough job to keep your focus over 6 performances.
And from Pommels, score from Michalis Krasias at 10.5. That won't help the cause for Cyprus. Still learning his craft though on that apparatus.
Lanka, Namibia and Northern Ireland on parallel bars, and the Isle of Man finished their competition on the horizontal bar.
So it's pretty clear for Wales then. Hit their pommel routines.
just a few minutes work left for all these athletes. We'll see how the second subdivision goes a little later in the day. Michalis Krasias getting set. And still it's a tight competition, but Wales have just extended their lead somewhat, 202.3 to 198.4. I wonder if Cyprus can catch them in this last rotation.
There with his back to us. He was a great Romanian gymnast on the team for many years.
Getting things organised for Ryan McKee, his charge. Here we go then with the final rotation. First performance on the vault, Ryan McKee of Scotland. Off he goes.
Quite measured, but now he's into it.
Hands to the face. I was worried he was injured there, but I think it's just embarrassment that he didn't get through it. Did take a knock to the nose, though.
Yeah, that's going to hurt. And he looked on his run, if you watch the run, he looked as if he picked it up there, but at the start he stuttered a bit. And he didn't really get up on the horse. And that's wild. He just threw that and hoped. 2 twists is a long way around, and that, ouch.
He didn't achieve the height he needed.
There you go. Very flat off the top. And that's wild. You need your body shape a lot tighter to get round. No height. Lost the shape. And, that hurt.
Well, they do push themselves to the very edge, and that's what can happen. It can be crash or crash through. So this is going to be a very interesting last rotation as we measure Cyprus against Wales. And the young man Michalis Krasias up on rings.
I would be surprised at 16 if he has the strength parts. He'll probably put a cross in there, but will it be low enough? Yeah, you see that, it's very weak. Top line, he didn't hold it, he won't get the value for that. It's the strength parts when you're 16 that are the big challenge. He'll swing all right, look at this. Double tuck, double pike. But he's had no cross, and he missed his first strength element, so he's going to get hammered for combination. Lovely swing though. Wait for it. Oh, and he's lost that as well. So the wheels are falling off just a little bit.
Yes,
for Cyprus.
The strength apparatus, the last one, and always remember he's just 16. And you can imagine how well he went at the Youth Olympics. He did make the all-around final there in Singapore, but this is another standard again.
Yeah, another step up on the ladder. And you know, it's about strength, it's about swing, and a combination of swing and strength. And at 16, this is the big challenge, rings. So he's got to get himself to handstand. So lift is the safest way to do that. And now he will go for the dismount. There's the big swing through the rings and full twist in the double tuck. But not a happy outing again, and expect a very low score.
Well, if he needs a good teacher, it could be his teammate in Irodotos Georgallas, who will be last up on rings for Cyprus, hoping to carry the day for them.
Disappointment.
And just an 11-7 for Michalis Krasias. Having come off the apparatus, he's disappointed.
There it is.
Wales, of course, on pommels. Do I really have to get up there?
Well, this young man is a pommel specialist. He's come all this way to work this apparatus for Wales, so let's just hope Mr. Rothe can come up with the goods.
Very boyish look at 17 from Swansea. And a penalty there for McKee, you see, with hurting him with his vault score. Tend to get penalised if you land face first.
Pretty unreasonable, I think.
That's right. Those judges are too tough. Alex Rothe, wish him the best. Long time to wait for him. End of the competition, and here's his moment.
And what a moment it is. He needs to go. That's a nice start. Sheer half. Travelling out. Keep that swing going. Oh, that was good. Tong Fai travelled along the horse. That's a Wu Ji. This is very good work. Two very difficult skills. Hops round easily. And keep the swing, and he's off and he's through. So that would be just right for the team.
They're hoping that Rothe might do for them what Georgallas might do for Cyprus on rings. Bring the specialist to the last apparatus and keep your fingers crossed.
Well, he had some nice work in this. He really had a couple of big moves and tried to get off as cleanly as he could. There was a slight pause, but well done. That's what he was there to do, and he looked good.
Come on, Matty.
That's anxious wait for the score. And Mukunda Sai Measuria from Isle of Man. So first look at him.
Dimitris Krasias.
And that was a rear vault, the sort of thing I used to do as a young man. You don't see a lot of them about these days, but it satisfies the release requirement. And squat in and out, just scraping his feet across the bar. Good clean lines though, not difficult work. And he comes off with a straight back somersault, and he's trained it and he's gone through it, so he can be delighted with that. And he's keeping good shape, not difficult, but you come out and you train a routine, and if you produce it, then you can be pleased. Nice straight back somersault, well done.
Mukunda Sai Measuria, an 11.45 on high bar. Another of the gymnasts working out of Newcastle. Scores in for Rothe and a 13.2. That helps.
Good lad, swing it out, come on. Nice.
So we're It's interesting that they're performing right next to each other, Cyprus and Wales. They keep an eye on each other's score and try and work out who's in front.
Well, with this guy coming up, it's going to be incredibly impressive. But Wales on pommel horse just need to go through. If they don't fall off, Cyprus had a nightmare on pommels. And they'll be relying on this guy to produce something very special on rings.
He's the senior man in the field at 32. Irodotos Georgallas, world ranked on rings. For his own special bag of chalk, it would seem.
Yeah, I tell you, that's a lot of psychology. If you've got a magic bag, he must have something special in there.
Yeah, the other guys are saying, what's he got?
Yeah, that's it.
Can I have some of that? He'll be used to delays like this.
Immense experience. What's he go back to a couple of Commonwealths, didn't he?
Gold medal in Manchester, which I think he shared, didn't he, in 02, and 06 bronze medal in Melbourne.
Yeah, he shared it with Scotland Steve Frew back in 2002. But, you know, that's a lot of experience. And last year in the World Cup series, he finished up. You do a number of World Cup competitions and you get a world ranking at the end. I think he was in top 10. So, you know, he's quality.
Just a very sound technique, Mitch, because he's not short, is he?
No.
As you mentioned, those long levers just make it harder on this apparatus.
Yeah, I've seen him a lot over the years, and he's very, very well prepared. But at 32, it takes the toll on you. His shoulders will be hurting.
Here we go, Irodotos Georgallas.
Nice circle, easy roll into seated cross. That's nice. And look at that inverted cross, and his shoulders are almost down. Fabulous start into Maltese. 3 cracking strength moves. It's lovely to see this. He'll be wanting a score in the 15s, and he's swinging into inverted cross. That's such a difficult combination. And a double pike into Maltese. So this is world class, and it's great to see it. Can he swing as well? It's time he swung the handstand, because he needs to, and he's not quite as impressive there. Had to work hard. Does the double layout, a pace forward, but so strong.
He put so many strength elements in early and so steady. I think he used up a fair bit of strength, though.
Look at that. That's amazing for an inverted cross. That sort of, and to lower then into Maltese steel deltoids. That's great stuff. Well done. But his swinging left a lot to be desired. Look at the swing into strength is great. He loves the strength parts, and he's built a good start value based on that.
Grant Gardiner had a 13.9 on ring, so that's the kind of benchmark that he'll be looking to eclipse.
He's going to get, well, I don't know if his swings weren't that good, but he deserves to be in the 15s just for this lovely strength work.
Has he been able to help Cyprus challenge Wales here? Matt Hennesey on pommels.
Right, it's about going through. That's the scissors. It's the lowest one I've seen, but it doesn't matter. It just needs to go through. He's not very difficult at all. There's a circle, rear in, back travel, but this is what you want. He's going through. Lost his legs a little bit there, working hard to get it back on the back travel. Look, he's very hooked, but he's sticking on the apparatus. One more turn, and he's off. Well done. That's a job. That's a team job.
Well, he did lose some leg form. You could see the bent knees, and he's finished.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for that.
Yeah. But he really worked hard here. That's how he got off. Wow, that's a team job. Well done. And no wonder Andy Morris there was a great gymnast in his day. Happy with him.
I might struggle to get 12, but that's all right. 11.95 for Matt Hennesey. Still looking for a score, I think, for Irodotos Georgallas.
Yeah, if I was a judge, I'd be questioning whether he made handstand from the swing. He was short on it. He didn't really get the rings together, and that might be the cause of debate. No problem over his strength. But fabulous strength work from him.
Quite a delay for his score. Georgallas, now it's in, and it's a 14.75. Well done.
Good work.
And last man on pommels for Wales, Grant Gardiner.
A good clean start. Got a nice circle. He's going to travel forward. There we are. That's a Maggio. Now he's coming back. That's called a Zivardo. Not risking one handle combinations. Just quietly doing a lot of the standard rear type vaults. No nonsense with the dismount. Do your job, get off, and well done indeed. Good team effort here.
Well, Grant Gardiner's been near the top of the all-around standings, all competition.
Nice finish. Good job.
Just reminding you, they're looking to qualify for all-around final and apparatus finals, and a 13 clean for Grant Gardiner. It's been Wales and Cyprus right from the word go, fighting it out in this subdivision. Stronger teams to come in the second. But they've had their own little duel here, and it's Wales that finish. Oh, how tight is it? Just 0.4 separating Wales and Cyprus. A terrific competition between those two, with the Isle of Man third in the team competition. So a great result for Wales in this first subdivision. It was indeed a good day for Wales in this first subdivision, with Grant Gardiner and Matt Hennesey leading the standings ahead of Luke Carson, Northern Ireland, then a couple of the boys from Cyprus, Panagiotis Aristotelous and Dimitris Krasias, and Clinton Purnell of Wales. Isle of Man, Alex Hedges, and William Albert from Trinidad Tobago. Well done to him in 8th spot in the all-around standings. 9 through 16, Honiball from Namibia, and you see Ryan McKee there in 11th. Measuria from Isle of Man. In fact, they've had a pretty good outing, the boys there, with Daniel Hedges, 2 from Sri Lanka, then Alex Rothe of Wales.